truth is forged in fire. And when the king my father died, and his pyre burned on high, this truth I knew. There would be vengeance. I took my warriors, and I set forth, and I slew many, that his shade would find Valhalla by the screams of his foes. But now, I have returned, and my kingdom burns with another kind of fire. The fire of ambition. I am Valdemar Ironside, King of Svithjod, and I have learned another truth. Soon, the nations of the world will bow before me. Soon, in iron and in fire, I will rule. Hello everyone, it is time to begin. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I decided just for fun to put one together for this series, which is going to be titled In Iron and Fire. We are going to be playing as King Valdemar of Svithjod. If you're wondering what happened to the last series that I was going to show you, To Win a Kingdom, in which I was playing as Duke Laszlo of Transylvania, well, unfortunately, when I purchased the Old Gods expansion pack, it broke all my saves, even when I like disabled the DLC and everything. So we're a bit stuck. So I couldn't play that any further. But I decided, you know what, I have the Old Gods expansion pack, so let's play as a Viking. So that's what we're going to be doing right now in Iron and Fire. I used the ruler designer to create King Valdemar, or Waldemar, actually, who is a skilled tactician. He is known for his lust, his greed, his deceitfulness, his cynicism, and his cruelty, but he would trust his close friends with his life, and he is known for his patient nature. He also took a deadly wound while off a Viking. Introducing my vassals real quick, we have Chief Ivar, who controls, forgive the pronunciations as always, Jarnberaland and Vestmanaland, and Chief Riculfer, who is also my steward. Chief Riculfer, who controls Tjost and Austergotland. I rule in the chiefdoms of Gastricland, Uppland, and Sudermanland, and Chief Gudmander rules in Nurike, and Chief Hrolfer, my Chancellor, rules in Helsingland. So that is the extent of Svithjod, my domain. I'm probably the most powerful petty king in Scandinavia, but we're going to turn that into much more powerful. So I get a couple of advantages for being a Viking. One is that I can declare war on any coastal or any border province without any other casus belli, so that is a huge advantage. It means that I can pick off a lot of these smaller kingdoms around me very quickly. Furthermore, my boats can traverse major rivers, so I can go raiding, like, down here by sea, going along the rivers, which is pretty sweet. It lets me not have to move my guys as far, and ships are a huge mobility advantage for your army, so being able to strike deep into the heart of enemy territory via the rivers is a huge advantage. Unfortunately, my people are very susceptible to conversion from the disciples of Islam and Christianity. So yeah, that's the main thing about being Norse. Followers of the old gods. So to begin, the first thing that I'm going to do, of course I'm unmarried and have no children, so I need to get married and have some kids ASAP, otherwise my dynasty will die out with me. So the first thing that I'm going to do is pick an ambition. My ambition will be, unsurprisingly, to get married, because I need to do that, and I can do that pretty quickly. I can marry Horden. She is an excellent steward, so that's a pretty big deal. Half of my wife's stats add to my own, which is awesome. So we're gonna be going with that probably. Yeah, I think we will ask her to marry me. So when I unpause, we'll see. I can create 2 duchies because I control a huge amount of space, but I don't want to do that because if I do that, they will. Or, if I do that, I can do that, but I can't give away those titles, because if I give away those titles, they will leave my kingdom, because as a petty king, that's a duke equivalent title. I need to become king in order to make dukes subordinate to myself. I also, of course, am losing a bunch of titles on succession, because I have no heir, which is what this is all about. The next thing that I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask... Oh, actually, this is part of my kingdom, my vassal, Solvi of Aland. Aland is apparently part of my kingdom as well. I didn't actually know that. That's awesome. So this little island thingy. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a bunch of the people around me, if possible. Oh, Aland is also part of my kingdom. Wow, okay, this kingdom is bigger than I thought it was. I'm gonna offer people to become my vassal, because if they want to become my vassal, like, right away, that will save me having to conquer them. Looks like no one will, so... Take a quick look. I can support 198 people in a retinue, but that is not enough to actually form a retinue. So I think the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to declare war on Thorfinn of Vermaland. Actually, I can use a subjugation war on a bigger kingdom, such as Upland, because... So, also, as a pagan, once per lifetime, I can use a subjugation casus belli against an entire kingdom, which, if I succeed, will force them to swear vassalage to me. So if I were to declare war on Ostlandet for the subjugation of Norway, if I win this war, then I will be able to take over all of Ostlandet at a single stroke, which is a pretty big deal. Also, if I have the Become King ambition, Become King of Sweden ambition, I can use subjugation war on anyone within that kingdom. So we're going to do that. We're going to try to subjugate Norway. I'm going to declare war. Also, I need to dispatch my council around. As you can see, my marshal is an excellent commander, so we're definitely going to have him lead people in the field. I don't really need to fabricate claims as a pagan, but I guess I can send him to, like, Trondelag to fabricate claims there, because I don't think I'll have a casus belli to go to war with them. The coastal and adjacent territories casus belli, cause for war, only applies to non-pagans, so I can do that against any non-Norse. I can do that against any Christians, against, well, let's just take a quick look at the religions of the world. So all the Suomens, all the Slavs, all the Catholics, all the Tengri, all the Orthodox, all the Sunni, I can declare war on any of them. The year is 867, because the old god starts earlier than the normal one. Right, I'm just disporting my council about. We'll send my steward to research economy. We'll send my spy to study technology in Rome. Doesn't matter if the Pope gets pissed at me because I am not a Catholic. And we'll send my seer to study cultural tech. And then we will raise our armies. Ugh. Actually, my army's pretty small. Why is my vassal armies are so small? I could raise the amount of levies people are required to give me to raise a larger army. I don't know if we're actually going to win this fight, this war, but we'll see. We do have an excellent commander, so there's always that. It's pretty helpful. Yeah, like, this guy is not giving me any fucking troops. What's with that? Oh, because he hates me. That's the problem. They hate me. Alright, well, let's see. They have raised 71 troops there. I think we can win this war. I'm also going to speed this up. Yes, I have gotten married. We're going to gain prestige rather than gold. I have fulfilled my get married ambition, so my next ambition is going to be to have a son, because that is important for the continuation of my dynasty. I also don't have the technology, because of course it's 867, all the places start much less well developed. And I don't have the technology or the, words are failing me, or the cash to build up better stuff in my territories. I'm gonna send these 290 troops, led by my marshal, to maybe take out those 71 troops if we can. And then these 586 troops, I want to select all of them and not those 292. Going to be led by me, reinforced by Budley and Ofyg. And they are going to head to Vermaland to intercept the enemy's soldiers who are headed there as well. Okay, that's 1,000 enemies. Never mind, I think we're going to have our guys just hang out for a bit. Have them be led by my most competent commanders, of course, and hopefully, because our commanders are excellent, we can win this combat. These 1,000 troops are arriving on the 2nd of March. These guys will arrive on the 16th of February. Okay, so our 129 troops will arrive before these guys do, and they will be crossing a river, I believe, so we should be able to win this battle. This is an exciting start to this game. Alright, here they come. The enemies are fighting at a disadvantage because of their fighting across a river, and wow, their commander's incredibly good. Holy shit. Oh no, that's our commander, who just gained like a huge bonus. So we won a decisive victory, and we captured the king, which means I can instantly win this war because of course he's in my prison. That's amazing. This is like the best possible start. So we just won a subjugation war against Ostlandet. I can immediately disband my troops. Now who wants to become my vassal? Come on. Guys, I just took over an entire kingdom right there. So my new important vassal is Haraldur Fairhair, who hates me because I took it over. Actually, wait, he's not. Hang on. Oh, did I, no, I released the guy from prison. Oh, well, we'll see. Anyways, that's awesome. There is a huge independence faction because Åland over here wishes to become independent, but of course with the new armies of Ostlandet at my disposal, we should be able to easily crush any rebellions. So we're just going to wait for a bit. Now is a good time to wait. I'm going to have my my marshal research military tech in Uppland because I don't need him to do anything else right now. So I just gained like a ton more vassals and an extra title. I own the Jarldom of Ostlandet, County of Uppland. Oh, and my wound healed. Nice! I started wounded from my campaigns overseas. So that gives me the trait Scarred, which is worth a little bit of monthly prestige, which is nice. Prestige, of course, being the goal of this game. I kind of want to take a concubine because my wife has yet to become pregnant, so I think I'm going to do that. As a Norse ruler, I can take concubines. either from prisoners or from my my court. This courtier is... She is 16. She has some good traits, which can be inherited by our children, and she is lustful, which makes her more likely to conceive. So that's awesome. So now I just have a concubine to try to get that son happening as soon as possible. Plus, concubines, noble-born concubines, give me prestige, which is nice. The nobler, the better. So I can't currently declare war on any of these nearby territories because they are, despite them being part of Sweden, I don't have the Become King ambition currently, so I can't do that yet. But what I can do is declare war on some of the nearby territories and try to conquer them. So for example, because this borders my territory and is coastal, I can declare war on High Chief Valhalla to conquer Suomi, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do some fast expansion and some really bloody combat really early. Another awesome thing about being Norse is my vassal levies. My vassals don't get pissed off for having their levies raised. Although their levies are too small and too far away to really make a difference, and my personal armies can crush these guys. So we're just gonna do that. I guess I'll raise these two soldiers here. My vassals kind of hate me. Uh-oh. Whoop, the king of Västergötland just declared war on me, so we're going to pause. And he wants to subjugate. He's attempting to subjugate me. That's this guy. He controls these 4 territories. So I'm immediately going to raise the rest of my troops. I think we're still gonna go for this war first, I think. But I am going to group all my soldiers up. His armies are not yet moving. But yeah, I'm going to group all my soldiers up. We're going to fight a battle in Suomi. We're going to conquer that territory, and then we're going to turn against Västergötland. I still don't have enough. I can't build a retinue, obviously, yet. These guys will definitely take one of my territories in the meantime. They actually have a pretty big army, considering. Uh-oh. And the king of Småland, oh, that's these guys, also just declared war on me. Oh dear, okay. I can raise more troops, though. Only in this territory. Well, we'll send these guys over here. These guys are just gonna go take Suomi. Yeah, Valdemar, Budli, and... Oh, Valdemar. Haralder, my erstwhile enemy, the chief of Vestfold, over here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna send our armies back here. We're gonna try to win this conquest first, I think. So I want to attack from Västmanland, because that will prevent me from taking a combat penalty. And my extremely competent commanders should allow me to win this battle with relative ease. We also slightly outnumber them. As you can see, we just smashed them on the right flank. So that should let our flanks turn onto the center flank. And yeah, the fact that my commanders are just miles better than them let me win this incredibly easy victory. They're going to go to Västergötland, so we're going to just destroy their armies in the field. One of my courtiers had a son, that's good to know. Good to see. The virility of Norse culture. Nice, and my concubine is pregnant. What I would ideally like to do is just smash all of their armies. We're gonna raise the remainder of my troops here. Ooh. Okay, well I can only raise 3 new troops, but we'll do that anyways. Adding 3 more soldiers. So yeah, we're gonna try to crush these guys' armies to take them out of the fight. Then we're going to go over here and relieve Borgholm, which is under siege, although it seems to be holding up pretty well. Just keep on chasing these guys down. And what we want to do is slaughter these guys wholesale to end their ability to defeat us in this war. I will be calling up troops whenever I can. Alright. Soon we should end their armies completely. I'm at, like, in a series of large wars at the moment, but once we take out those guys who are besieging us, there we go. We have slaughtered the armies of Vestergostland, and now we are going to go deal with my enemies over there. I'm going to keep calling up more troops to meet us as much as we can. They are going to besiege me soon. Uh-oh. I'm no longer trusting. Sure, these 3 soldiers will go follow. They can join the combat later on. Uh-oh. Riculfer has taken a serious wound, which is preventing him from helping. We are at a disadvantage because we're attacking across a channel here. But hopefully the excellence of our commanders will make up for it and the slight numerical advantage we possess. Alright, so we smashed their armies. We're going to go take out the rest of their armies in war. And same deal, chase down their troops until we have finished them off completely, preventing the enemies from raising any soldiers to oppose us. I had a daughter, which is nice. Oh, nice, okay, and 182 troops are able to join me from Oland here, which is a nice boost to my armies. Those 47 soldiers are not a threat, really, so we're going to go besiege Suomi. Because because they control the contested territory, we are slowly losing war score. Whereas the opposite is true in these wars, so we're going to slowly win this war just based on holding the territories that they're after. Here, you can stop there. So I have a new heir, that's my daughter. I want to check, can I? No, I cannot have any technological advances. My troops are going to go besiege this territory. So once we take this territory, they are going to have to take it back, or they will slowly lose war score. But here we're just going to sit and besiege this territory. Unfortunately, we did lose some loyal soldiers to disease, but not enough to prevent our siege from occurring. Oh wow, these guys are also at war with them. Hopefully, we win the war before they win the war, because it's possible that we will lose it. Walther. Oh no, bandits attacked my siege camp. So I'm hoping that these guys are just after this territory and not after eliminating or conquering both of these territories. Because if they conquer both of these territories, our war will end inconclusively, because of course they lost the territory. I cannot get any levies because this territory is like newly conquered, right? Yeah, so I get no levies from Ostergotland, Ostetland yet, but we shall see soon enough. Enemy troops gain some morale, and my troops are dying to disease. Smaland is under siege. They lost a war. They're losing a war to Sieland, down south because they picked a bad fight. And these enemies are coming to besiege us, but we'll just ignore them for now. These guys are a little more threatening, though. Yeah, we have a few territories under siege, but it's okay. My troops will be able to recross the channel and come at them sooner or later. And those 67 soldiers of Småland are besieging us unsuccessfully over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to Austergotland in time to protect it. But we took a territory in Suomi. We're going to wait for the second territory to fall. My troops made a successful sally, which is nice. Against the army of High Chief Valhalla the First. A message about offer peace, so someone is wanting to surrender. Nice, okay, so the King of Småland surrenders to us, which means we gain some prestige and some gold for beating them in a war in which they attacked us. This High Chief is going to be forced to surrender because we crushed them, so now we control the county of Finland. I personally, in fact, gain the county of Finland. I'm going to make the city of Abo into a new vassalage, but Kusto I'm going to keep. And I'm no longer at war with these guys because we won it. And so these soldiers are going to march to relieve the enemies there. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first I'm going to raise my vassal levies, because I gain an extra 4 troops here. Then I'm going to dismiss my personal levies, and then re-raise them, just to gain myself a few more troops. And I'm going to send all my troops back here. Oh nice, they're fighting some raiders over there. Just so that I outnumber these guys even further, and then we can go finish off this war as well. Boom. Combined troops, we're going to have... I will lead the center, Harald will lead the left flank, and Ofjig will lead the right flank. And we will crush these fools of Västergaustland. Think they can oppose me. They are running away because, of course, they don't wish to do battle. I think we're gonna catch them. Uh-oh, I've become stressed. That's unfortunate. That's a major hit to all of my stats. They tried to run away, but were unable to, so we're going to smash them in yet another war. Or yet another battle. And of course my war score is constantly going up because I control all of the contested territories. Going to finish off their remaining troops here. These wars are a little costly, unfortunately. I really want these guys to offer me peace so that I don't have to besiege there. Actually, I don't. 24th and the 20th. So we're going to smash these remaining 40 troops, which should hopefully push them over the edge. The Varangian Guard. Basilios, the great king of the Greeks, is distraught over the poor mettle of his countrymen. Knowing well our skill in battle, he has decided to form a bodyguard consisting solely of Norse warriors. Sick! Alright, so this guy has no armies left and is going to be forced to pay me cash in order to prevent me from slaughtering him. War penalties, the best kind. And now we're going to send our troops back to Austergotland and disband them. There is a dangerous faction in Åland. The independence faction of Åland is kind of scary. We got a new courtier. Not sure exactly why, but we got him. I'm gonna create another duchy, I think, just to give myself Duchy of Ostergostland. I am now Jarl of Ostergostland. Uh-oh, I've fallen ill. So that lets me press de jure. Oh no, that's a small rebellion, or possibly a large rebellion. Let's quickly call up. The King of Oland has declared war on me, so let's quickly call up all of my troops. March them here to crush this rebellion. They don't seem to have any troops in Oland. Hopefully no more of my vassals will join this. The ability to press de jure ducal claims is sweet, because this is de jure part of the Duchy of Ostergotland, which that'll let me take Gotland without... Oh yeah, right, I can't see Oland because I don't have adjacent troops or territories. Uh-oh. I may die of pneumonia. I have lost the trait ill, but I have become pneumoniac. Luckily, I do have a daughter who can inherit, but it would suck to lose my excellent king. Wow, Harald is like an unbelievably good commander who really wants to become king of Norway and may well get his wish. My dynasty will fall apart if I die, leaving my 2-year-old daughter to inherit. So let's ideally not let that happen. Alright, we killed Frederick of Glomings. We smashed the armies of the Olanders, and we are going to, Oh god, I died. I died of pneumonia, leaving my 2-year-old daughter as queen. This may cause a serious set of problems. For one, because I'm a regent, I have no heir, so if I die, that's it. As well, all of my vassals are going to be very unhappy because they do not like female rulers, they do not like regencies. So I could be in serious danger. Olaf of Uppland is plotting to do something. What's he plotting to do? He's plotting to kill... I don't really care about any of that. So I will let that happen, but I definitely need to come of age and have a child as fast as possible. Luckily, that'll be made easier by the fact that my daughter, or Queen Beata of Swithiot, is hot as shit. Oh yeah, at age 2. Ugh. We can inherit, but we lost a diplomacy. So I gain a diplomacy for being hot, and I lose a diplomacy for being the child of a concubine. I think one of my vassals has declared a subjugation war on people outside. Yeah, on the armies on Shetland. So if they or on Ferriar, yeah, he's in the army of Vestfold. So if they win this, that'll be integrated into my territory. I love it when my vassals declare war on enemies outside my territory. And once we have crushed this rebellion, we can do a little more, like we can press the ducal claim on Gotland. Actually, let's ask if this guy, I am his de jure liege. He hates me, and we have a small difference in rank, so he will not submit to being my vassal. How about this guy? No. This guy's close, though. If we become his de jure liege, for example, what's the de jure? Okay, we're going to demand that Sweyn of Oland submit to my rule. We imprison him. Going to disband my troops. So my prisoner, Swain of Oland, I can ransom him, perhaps. Crushed a major revolt. He cannot afford the 70 gold ransom. I think I will just release him because it will make all my vassals like me more. This guy is still a problem. He's a rebel, but if all of my vassals like me 10 more, that's a big advantage for me. So we're gonna do that. Now will you become my vassal? Come on, man. This guy should really become my vassal. He's so much less powerful than me. He's super close. Oh right, I was gonna check. So he is the county of Vermland, which is de jure part of the duchy of Berslagen. So if I create the title, I need 199 gold for that. But once I'm able to create that title, he will almost certainly agree to become my vassal. How much do I need to create the title King of Sweden? I need to control one more. If I control one more county, then I'll be able to become Queen of Sweden. So that's pretty good. And I'm going to build some castle walls here just to make they give me a small levy size boost, small income boost, and make it that area harder to besiege. So that's always a good deal. Oh, it looks like yeah, the Farriar of Vestfold totally just took over, Harald Fairhair of Vestfold, my newly conquered vassal of Ostland, former king of Ostlandet, totally just took over a set of islands for me, which is awesome. Big fan of that guy right now. But yeah, mainly all I have to do right now is get older. I'm gonna ask this guy to end his plot. No, he will not end his plot because he hates me. He wants the Jarldom of Ostlandet. He's ambitious, yeah. This is the guy who I just, of Uppland. Oh yeah, no, that's this guy. Alright. Of course, the longer I hold this territory, the less it will cost me to create this title as well. But I am Petty Queen of Svithjod, Jarl of Ostlandet, Jarl of Austergotland, Countess of Uppland, Countess of Gastrakland, Countess of Sudermanland, and Countess of Finland. I'm gonna build some more walls, I think. Actually, here's a question. Can I form a retinue? Retinues are hugely useful. They're mainly useful for when, Oop. I might have been too harsh to the courtiers at Uppland, but Chancellor Holfer managed to calm them down. Wow, I'm totally going to give him some cash and then he'll love me for 2 years, or I can gain 10 prestige. Let's give him some cash and he'll love me for 10 years. That's a big deal. Now everybody likes me a little more, that's very nice. My most unhappy vassal hates me, 91. That's Harald Yngling, who is the former king of Ostlandet, who has reason to hate me. Build some more walls here. Up in Gastriktland. I wonder if there's someone useful to betroth me to. I definitely want a matrilineal marriage because I need to inherit. Or I need my children to inherit. Nice! My spy master came up with some tech points. We'll wait until I'm of age. There's no point in marrying yet. And we built some castle walls, just increasing my holdings a little bit. Now I think is a good time to go to war again. Right, I was gonna press this de jure claim. He will not. He refuses to submit to my totally just claim on his land, so we are going to declare war and force him to be my vassal, because I am a duke of the lands that he rules. Going to have all of my troops meet in Uppland, and all of my ships to carry them meet in Uppland. I don't think I need my vassal troops to take out this one count chief. Alright. Okay. Here we go. My 991 troops, led by Harald. And Gutmund. Man, my court has so many incredible soldiers in it, it's ridiculous. I'm going to have these guys go smash their armies in the field. We are fighting across a channel, which sort of sucks. But it's no big. I'm going to chase down the remainders of their soldiers. And after finishing them off, we will embark and send ourselves to the ship. These boats can disband. And my 852 troops are going to make a naval landing in Gotland and besiege the town of Visborg. I'm gonna just disband my navy now. I don't really need it. I just need to take over this this territory, and then Count Stein of Gotland will be forced to swear allegiance to me soon. That was 1,800 troops. I don't know where they came from, but I'm a little worried. I think Jylland is going to take over Sjaland, and that's going to be a major power for me to contend with shortly. I'm so worried that I'm just gonna like die or become killed by something. Don't really care if any of those people kill any of those other people. But yeah, I'm in a dangerous spot right now because I don't control. I have no heir. Unfortunately, my father, before he took Pneumoniac on Brynjolf. Oh, nice. Sick. I love this guy. Harald Fairhair is my favorite dude right now. He's going to go conquer Nordland for me. Having vassals who are aggressive and powerful is amazing. Of course, it does mean that they are quite likely to rebel against you, and of course they will have tons of troops to do so. Like, this guy's army is bigger than my army right now, because he controls 4 counties, and he's going to control a 5th once he takes over Nordland. So it's pretty important for me to get a retinue up sooner rather than later. Having taken his 2nd territory, I am able to enforce this demand, taking over Gotland, and then we are going to dismiss my armies. Hey, you, Brohan. Still won't become my vassal, eh? How about this guy? He is at war, so he can't. Sjalanders are at war and losing. Oh, it's just an independence war. Looks like these guys are going to break out of Sjaland. So that's actually awesome for me. I would much rather my neighbors be fragmented and powerless. I'm also pretty stoked for oh, nice, I can become Queen of Sweden. Now that is a good deal. I don't have 200 piety, unfortunately, and I don't have enough gold, but that is definitely my next plan, is to become Queen of Sweden. That will give me unlimited usage of the subjugation casus belli within Sweden. Oh yeah, because I gained Gotland. As well as a huge amount of prestige. How is the army of Bard doing up north? Nice, okay. They crushed their enemies and are now taking over Nordland. Nice, okay. I have reached 6 years old, which means that I can, I can arrange to have myself tutored by someone. Bjorn, Harald. Harald is, like, amazing at this shit. The Chief of Vestfold. Plus, he will love me if I let him tutor me, or he'll like me a little more, so I'm going to send myself to his court. He's got excellent stats, and the stats tend to carry over. I think I'm going to send a raiding party to do some looting. Oop, who wants to be my chancellor? Bjorn Ironside, with his diplomacy skill of 17, wishes to be my chancellor as compared to that guy of diplomacy skill of 14. Yeah, definitely. Actually, let's go improve diplomatic relations with Harald Fairhair, because he's quite powerful. And I would really rather keep him happy. He's also my guardian. And he kind of hates me. As soon as I become Queen of Sweden, I will give him the Jarldom of Ostlandet. No problems. But I need to save up a ton of piety first, so I'm actually going to be able to create the duchies sooner. Jarldoms. Much sooner than that. Anyways, I want to get some gold, so here's the plan. I'm going to raise an army. And I'm going to raise a bunch of boats. And we're going to send my armies off raiding somewhere. Because going a Viking, 'tis what Vikings do. Oh, my mother's not married, so I will find her a husband. Arrange marriage with... yeah, my marshal. Never mind. With... who is the... whatever. I want to keep my marshal happy, so I will marry him to my mother. Boom! Just took over Nordland. Good old Harald Fairhair. What a brohan. Okay. Combine. Have my troops. I'm taking Harald with me. I'm taking Gundman. Nice. Okay, so he likes me a little more now. That's pretty good. I'm taking Stain. And we are embarking. We're going to set these troops as raiders rather than as conquerors. And we're going to embark. And then we're going to go land... I'm thinking in Ireland somewhere. One of the weak counties in southern Ireland, where there are lots of temples to raid and stuff. And this will just let me pick up loot. Basically, the looting mechanic is when you have an army, you can land them, and based on the power of your army and the fort level of the enemy, you can loot away. Until eventually this, we're looting 1.5 gold. My fleet carries 17 gold. This will turn red and then we'll no longer be able to loot. And then we're going to move to Ossory. And we'll loot that. Oh shit! I didn't realize there were 1,700 of them. Jesus! Well, that was a battle I did not want to fight. We're coming close to winning it, but I mean, we're not going to win it, but we're awfully close. Considering. Well, I just threw away a bunch of troops for no good reason. We're gonna march back to the sea. We don't have enough soldiers to loot. Oh, whoa. Since when do... Huh. I didn't notice that, but it seems like my vassals have been more active than I thought. Because I own most of friggin', like, half of Scotland, Dublin, and Eastern England. That's pretty incredible. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna take these troops, I guess my troops are gonna go here and land. Why can't I land? This is my kingdom. Why can't my troops land in the Isle of Man? Oh no, okay, that's the petty kingdom of... I'm just confused. Okay, that's better. I was like super confused as to what was happening. These are still my territories, but cool, okay. I did not magically gain like infinite territories, but we will go land my my ill-fated raiding expedition. Luckily none of my vassals were slain or otherwise injured. We did get some gold and prestige. Disband that army, but I will leave the navy called up. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have this army meet here, send my boats. Do I have vassals there? There, vassal levies there or there? No, I don't. And we're gonna go raiding again. Oops, I accidentally paused. Because I'm just waiting to come of age till I can do like more useful things. Alright. So these 1,200 soldiers, under the able command of Harold. Run here. Oh, Harold Fairhair has declared another war on that county to expand my realm even further. This guy is very aggressive. And yeah, we're gonna send our troops back here. We will not be attacking Ossory this time. Oops, I forgot to set them as looters. Here we go. Desmond, I think, will be a good spot. Okay, here's a larger army of Vestfold, which is coming over to take that area over. Alright, and we are going to land my troops in Desmond and loot the shit out of it. And I will look to see if there are standing armies in these territories before I march into them this time. Nice, okay. It's nice to have my guardian like me a little more, so he doesn't hate me as much currently, thanks to my my able... Oop, some guy seeks to fabricate a claim, which we will ask him. We will politely ask him not to do that, which he will do. Lost my doll. She's nowhere to be found. Could someone have taken her? 20% chance I become depressed, or 25% chance I become ambitious. I think we're gonna go with ambitious, but it didn't pan out. Let's go raid in Thulmund. In Inga's arm. And yeah, Inga should love me. That would be ideal. You're just gonna loot the fuck out of Ireland if possible. It's a good way to develop some income. We'll also build a castle town here in Uppland because it gives me some steady income. Ooh. I have become kind, which decreases... Oh, I became kind, but then my guardian beat it out of me, so I've become envious, giving me minus to diplomacy and plus to intrigue. I can carry a max of 390 loot, but yeah, so what I want to do is loot a bunch and then come back and land. It gives me a bunch of prestige, it gives me a bunch of gold. I'm also gaining a territory here, hopefully. Let's go raid Tyrconnell. Boom, raiding. Going a Viking. Alright, how old am I right now? Queen Beata. My poor dead father. I'm age 9. Ooh, Woodley died of depression. That's kind of sad. Tyrone. We're going to loot the county of Tyrone. Got a couple new courtiers because nope, he still has not successfully taken that territory, but he's working on it. I can use my coastal casus belli to attack the coastal territories in Ireland too. That's probably a good plan. I can take over Ireland. That seems like a plan to me. Oh, looks like Rickulf of Austergotland is also attacking someone. A chief somewhere. Where are the armies of Austergotland? I wish there was a better way to find those, because they're attacking some Mongols, some Mongolians, but and they just imprisoned some people, but I don't know. Alright, they're raiding... Sick, okay, they're raiding a bunch of, they're raiding... Oh, down here. And it looks like they captured a few people from that territory, so that's pretty sweet. I need to stop pausing all the time. I think Ulster is the last territory I will loot, but then I might, like, declare war on Desmond and just try to take over a big chunk of Ireland if I can. So let's send all my troops back. Nice. Got 115 gold and 115 prestige for that. Slowly building a castle town there. We're going to disband my armies because I can't declare war with army levies up, but I can declare war with fleet levies up. How many allies does this guy have? He has no allies. I feel good about declaring war on him and conquering Desmond. I think we will do that. I will raise my personal forces. I wonder how many troops they have. We might have to send back for more troops, but we shall see. 903 should be enough when led by these incredibly competent leaders. Actually, we'll have him lead the left flank because there's slightly more of them. Climbing high walls and practicing sword fighting is great fun. There's nothing to fear, and yeah, so my guardian has made me brave. Envious and brave. He's, yeah, definitely an excellent guardian to have. Alright, those 400 troops have no chance against my 900 soldiers, even despite an amphibious landing, which does hurt a lot. But my soldiers are just so dangerous. And Rickolf of Austergotland is attacking the King of Smaland and almost certainly going to win. We won the Battle of Cloyne and we're besieging them. I don't give a fuck about the remaining Desmondian troops. Hakon. Uh-oh. But it looks like I'm going to be taking Varent as well. I love my vassals. Yeah, I just like... Oh no. My marshal done died. Alright, well I need to, need a new marshal. We'll make Harald my marshal. And I need to remarry my mother. To... How old is she? 28? Alright, she can marry that guy, that's fine. And I'm slowly capturing Desmond. Still costs a ton of gold to make that duchy title. Or jarldom, rather. Come on, Siege, let's do it. Anyways, as soon as I finish this war against who? I just imprisoned somebody who we will almost certainly try to ransom. Will you ransom her? How about her? Doesn't matter, because this guy will no longer have his earldom momentarily. He totally ransoms his family. Oh, almost. Nice. My current serving regent has been replaced with another. Alright, cool. I'm cool with that. Doesn't really matter. Oh, no, wait, that's bad, because that regent sucks at... I can press de jure... What the hell? How did I lose Vestergotland? Well, that pisses me off. Okay, well... Somehow, Vestergotland became... became independent without any intervention from me. But, we did take over Desmond. I will create new vassals. We're going to have my troops embark. And then, I think because this has been a pretty long recording session, I'm going to cut the episode here. But I hope you enjoyed the first episode of In Iron and Fire. Unfortunately, my father, King Waldemar, did not last very long. But we have expanded Svithjod from a small nation to an enormous nation very quickly. And it seems like we have no chance of slowing down anytime soon. So it's looking good. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please feel free, as always, to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel. And cheers, folks.